Hello. Hi. Welcome back to today's video. We're going to be going over Proverbs chapter 19, verse 14. It reads as follows. Houses and riches are an inheritance of fathers, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Right out the gate, we are given only what your father can give you on earth is going to be possessions. They can only give you houses, cars, tangible things. But a person that's right for you, a person that is wise, can only come from the Lord. And the wisdom behind this is God is not going to sabotage you. God wants only the best for you, and God actually wants to give you things that are more valuable than a wife, mainly himself. But that being said, for you to receive something from the Lord, first you have to know him. And the verse that I was given, because I was looking in Psalms for a verse to go with this, but the Lord told me to go to Psalms 2. We can see that when he elevated God to the highest position of his life, when God is his main focus, his number one, everything else in his life will fall into place. And when you do that, when you put God first, God will give you the desires of your heart. And when you do that, you'll be able to maintain, because the Lord will protect you. He'll protect your relationship, for one. And he's not going to give you anything that you're going to be disappointed with. If you're disappointed with who God puts you with, then the problem is always going to be you. If the Lord gave you something, he gave you the perfect person, right? Being perfect does not always mean exactly what you want, right? But God put you in this person's life for a reason, and it would be very prideful for you to turn around and say, Lord, come on, you can do better than this. It's very disrespectful. And the way that you honor God is by wisdom, is by fearing the Lord. It's hating evil. This was seen in the Garden of Eden, because yes, the Lord brought him Eve, but Eve was Adam's number one, because when she sinned, he followed after her. He followed her to the grave. And it's unfortunate, but as a man, I can only speak as a man, but I know some women too. When you prioritize your partner more than you prioritize God, you're either going to allow them to do things that they shouldn't, you're going to allow them to sin, you're going to make excuses, and you're going to follow them into those sins, because this is the closest person with you. You're bonded, and especially if you've had sex with the person, they have your, I want to say that they don't have your heart, but they have a connection to you, and they can tug on that the way a person, maybe like your mother or your friends, can't. They know you deeper than anyone else. And once you get this situated, once you get your relationship with God, having him put up on top, then you can move on to the next step of the person being brought. And now, while you do need to get to know a person, there's not a period where you have to decide whether or not that you actually want to do this. For me personally, I believe if God brings you someone and it's confirmed between you and God, there's not a well, God, I take it back because I don't find this person attractive, or God, I take it back because I find what this person XYZ, like, if it's not a sin, and God is not going to bring you someone that he's testing you, right? Then you're being prideful because you're saying, God, you can do better than this. And that's wildly disrespectful, right? If God gives you something, he gives it to you without when God blesses you, he gives you blessings without strings attached, right? This person may have problems, but that's not for you to solve. That's for God to solve, right? And you can see that this is the case if you don't believe that God has someone out there specifically for you. You can look at Isaac and how his wife was brought to him. He didn't go to his wife. The servant went to a different country and prayed to God and said, the woman that you bring, the woman that you bring here when she comes to draw water, and the one that gives water to my camels will be my servant's wife. And the Lord answered his prayer immediately, right? And brought her back to Isaac, and they were married from that point. Adam married from that point. Now, obviously, there's a lot of setup in getting to know a person, but it's not set up in dating where it's like, okay, well, we need to make a decision whether this is actually right for us. It's let's get prepared to move into what God has already planned with us. But this only works, again, this only works if God is involved in the process. That is the main thing. So this is the importance of Proverbs 14. This is a spiritual matter. Getting married is a spiritual matter, and God has more information than we can know. God has knows the state of a person's heart. God knows the future, so he knows the best person for you. So the person that you have is perfect for you. The person may not be perfect, but they are perfect for you. Thank you guys for watching. The course is live. TOFACC.com. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.